you'd like to see what I made in the month of May and hear the winning pattern from my Big 5 pattern poll, stay tuned. My name is Cynthia and you're watching Mountain Accent Sewing. My channel is about sewing. My channel is mainly about sewing. I share a little bit about life, nature, and some hiking, fishing, but mostly it's about my sewing journey. And today we're going to talk about what I made in May and the Me Made challenge. How did I do with my intention? And also I put up a poll in a previous video asking you to help me select a pattern out of four, one pattern out of four, to see which one I should sew. And it is a Big 5 pattern. And so if you'd like to see the results, stay tuned until the end. What am I wearing? I am wearing a whip that I started, I guess, a couple of months ago, and I just finished it on June 1st, so I will share it later in another video, more details, but it is New Look 6434, and it's just a sleeveless top with a split hem, and I used a remnant piece of viscose that I received in a Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink subscription box. I'll share more about this make later. But my intention for the month of May, for Me Made May, was to sew for 30 minutes a day or to think about a sewing project, do some planning or whatever. And so I got 4 items sewn, and I did get several things cut out that to sew later. And so I feel like I did fairly well, but I have to say I missed some days where I didn't sew or I didn't work on sewing. But for the most part, I think about 75–80% of the days I did work on something sewing related. So what did I make? I made a baby blanket for one of my coworkers, and I have to say she really liked it. I did a double-sided flannel blanket and just top stitched together, so it's a very simple blanket that you can lay on the floor or use like for a baby to lay and play on, or to use it for a changing mat. And it was very well received. And I also made a music tote bag for my brother, and he really liked that. He plays the guitar at his church, and so he'd asked me well over a year ago to sew him a bag, and I finally made it. It's long overdue, but I found I used remnants and bought a little bit of items to complete it, and he really liked that also. The only thing is my sister saw it and said, where was her bag? And she said she doesn't want a music bag, but she'd like for me to make BF Patterns bestie bag. So yeah, I've got that on my to-do list. So I made 2 gifts and then 2 garments for myself. And I have to say, the 2 garments that I made for myself are among, I think, my favorites. One of them is, for me, I think a tried and true pattern that I've made several times, and I just love it. Every time I make it, I love it. And that is the True Bias Lander shorts. And I made this pair in green canvas fabric that I purchased from Beyond the Pink Door. Probably a year ago, well, at least sometime last year. And I was going to use some like tortoiseshell colored buttons on them, but I couldn't find 4 in my stash that was the same size. So I ended up going with black buttons that my mom had gifted to me, and they look great on the shorts. And I did lengthen the Lander shorts by about maybe 3 inches, 3.5 inches in length, and also did a 1/2 inch full belly adjustment, and I added a little, about a 1/2 inch, a centimeter to a 1/2 inch on the side seams. And that is the only adjustments that I made to the pattern, but I have to say I really like the way this pair fits. My other pairs have been a little snug because of gaining some little weight since I've gone through menopause. So yeah, I've got that a little bit more mom tum than what I used to have, and so I did need to do that adjustment, but they fit great. And then the other item that I made is a Chalk and Notch Fringe dress, and this is the second time that I have made this dress, and it's the favorite also. I haven't sewn any other Chalk and Notch patterns. I'd be interested to hear if you have, and what you think about another one, because I think I would like to try another one of their patterns in the future, because I just really like the way this one fits. And I like that they have the AB cup option and the CD cup option. So I made, I think it's a size 14 with a CD bust cup option. And then I did level the hem instead of doing the curved hem. And that's the only alterations I made to that. But I really love the way it looks, and that's the Lily viscose that came in the Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink subscription box 38. And since then I've already cut out another pair of Lander shorts. I also cut out an Atelier Jupe Esty blouse, and I started working on that today. And I have to say it's come together very well. After seeing Karen Marie at Made by Karen Marie, so the Friday Pattern Company flannel, I'm not sure if they're flaneur pants, and also watching Chelsea's tutorial video from Friday Pattern Company make the flaneur pants. I've downloaded that pattern and taped it together, got that cut out, and I'm just waiting on my fabric to dry. I've got it washed and I'm drying, and I'm gonna get that cut out. I don't know if I'll get it sewn this month, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it prepped, and hopefully I'll have time to do that. And I also will make my Think Pink box 39 garment. I already have that pattern prepped, and I will share that when I unbox box 40. But I did order some additional fabric so that I would have enough to make the garment that I'm wanting to make. So it is a dress. That's your teaser. So if you want to see the dress that I make out of that fabric, stay tuned for my next unboxing video. So I don't have really a whole lot else to say, so let's see which pattern won. I posted a poll and shared a little video with the 4 patterns that I wanted you to help me choose, and I had good response. I had several people comment in the comments which pattern they thought I should make, and then I had, I think, 60 some votes, 62 votes on the post. And the KnowMe Me2076 won that poll, and it's this pattern here. And I've been keeping tabs on that, and so I've ordered some fabric that I'd like to use to make the longer version. I have ordered some fabric from Minerva that I hope that will work for this dress, and I'm waiting on it to ship. So it hasn't shipped yet, and I've ordered some other fabrics for some other projects. I do have a couple of fabrics in my stash that might work if I wanted to sew the shorter version, but I would like to make the longer version, and I didn't have the right fabric for that in my stash. So the winner is KnowMe Me2076. I know Zelda at Zelda Sews has made this dress before. If anyone else out there has made it, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you like the pattern and how you found it to sew. I know it's going to be interesting with the asymmetrical gathered portions, but I think it'll be a fun dress to wear in July, August, September, even into October. Hopefully I will get the fabric and be able to get this sewn up by the end of this month or early July. Let me know what you're working on in the comments, and I hope to see you again soon.